A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel. In this particular session, I'm going to be channeling a masculine first, and then I would speak about the dance between the masculine and feminine, because the feminine is playing the most important, crucial role. Alright, so let's get started. But before we dive deep into this subject, you must know that you can write to me at the Sunamoon@gmail.com for personal sessions and most importantly for therapies. Therapies heal you from within and they pave way for you to do whatever you're here to do, to live your purpose and to live without any shame and embarrassment. You are a perfect creation of divine and you are here to spread love in this planet. But because of the programming and because of so much trauma that you have witnessed, a lot of people are not able to do what they're here to do. They are not able to be established in their being because their sacral chakra, the Swadhisthana, is blocked. So please go through the description box and check out all the details. Check out everything which is written over there. And once you're 100% sure, then you can contact me and ask me if I'm available to give you a session or a therapy course that can help you move on and live your life with acceptance and confidence. Now, I'm going to talk about the masculine energy that I'm channeling. So what happens on this planet is that due to all the programming, a lot of times we have seen that the masculine energy is embarrassed to admit, to say or to live a spiritual life, or to say that yes, I'm a spiritual person, and then live like a spiritual person, have a lifestyle that reflects that. Because the programming tells us to be materialistic, the programming tells us to have all of the materialistic things. And I'm not saying that spiritual people are not responsible people. And I'm not saying that spiritual people don't do any work or they don't take care of others. In fact, on the contrary, the spiritual people are more caring and more responsible. But they are not able to live up to their spirituality. Now this masculine energy, when it comes in contact with the feminine, who is already exploring spirituality, who is already happy being a spiritual being, who is already very proud of their spirituality, when they both meet, when they connect, the dance creates a kind of energy, because the feminine is in love with the masculine, the feminine wants the masculine, the feminine wants to also heal the masculine, but the masculine is not in those energies where they can accept that love or that care. And it's not a problem with the feminine, because a lot of time I have seen the feminines feel that they are not up to the mark, they are not worthy, something is wrong with them. That's why they are not getting the love, affection and acceptance from the masculine. However, that's not true. Actually, it is his own personal journey, a personal problem. So you might say, okay, I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that because I don't believe in it and because it's not really living as a spiritual being. I don't feel that I'm living as an authentic being. You might say that, you might feel that. However, the other person feels that you are doing so because you see something wrong with them, or maybe something is wrong about you. Now this is all because of the deep dark programming that the masculines have gone through, and they've been told by people who they trust that this is a stupid path, this is not for you, this is not needed, you don't need to do this, you don't need to be there, you don't, like, they also have a kind heart, they are also very compassionate and they also want to do a lot of things, they also want to live their life purpose, they also feel that everything is temporary. They feel it very strongly that everything around them is temporary, but they cannot practically apply it. It's very good to speak about it for them. It's very good to talk about it for them. And many a times you will notice that they are very detached from the materialistic reality, or they may have spent some time being detached. But because they were constantly told that this is not correct, when they meet the feminine, and when the feminine is so strong about it, she is reflecting it in all her moves, body language, tonality, even the chores that she is doing, the lifestyle she is living. it starts to irritate him. When you cannot do something, you get irritated with that person. And I'm not even talking about doing something bad, because I have seen personally, and I'm sure you all have seen, a lot of materialistic people are extremely confident. They always push their opinion, and they can tell other people, no, you should not do this, no, you should not do that. From the outside, even they are pretending to be very intellectual and very spiritual and very smart, but inside they are insecure, they are scared. So to cover it up, they'll do everything possible. They believe in image building. They think that to achieve a certain task, you need to have a certain image, you need to dress up a certain way, you need to talk a certain way, you need to be a certain way, you need to live a certain type of lifestyle. Only then you will be accepted, or you will be successful in the materialistic reality. But people who believe in energy principles, or people who are spiritual, or people who are free spirited, they don't care about that. They can wear their pajamas and go to work. They can wear their chappals and go to work. They can just have some hair color on, or they can live with animals. Probably other people may not do that. They don't mind if their pet sleeps on the bed with them. Whereas very materialistic people would be like, oh no, don't do that. Don't let your dog come on my bed. Oh, they may be having germs. Oh, the cats are not nice. Oh, they'll talk about, in an idealistic way, they'll talk about the environment. They'll talk about all of these things, and they'll sound very mature and spiritually mature, but in reality that would not be the case. So they will oppose anyone. Now, if the masculine is still under programming and he is living with a lot of these people, or his materialistic goals are too big, maybe he's getting support. And many a times we have seen that the masculines usually have a strong root chakra, their base is strong, so financially they're sorted. But because their upper chakras are not working properly, not functioning properly, whatever they have, it is almost like being a slave of another person. So whatever they have, it's not truly theirs. Okay, but say if you have a very rich father or a very rich mother, you will have a lot of things, but it's not your own hard-earned money, or you are not putting your time and effort and energy into making your own money. You're still doing it for them, or you're still believing in their principles. So when the feminine comes into the picture, she challenges this concept, or she challenges every single thing about the masculine. She tells him that no, this is not correct, or this is not right. And even if she's not saying it directly onto his face, he notices her, observes her practicing the life that she's living without any fear. However, even she needs to be 100% about it. So before their dance begins in this manner, she's pretty much clear that this is what I want to do. But when he starts running away, or when he starts actually running away, is not really running away, he's just punishing her. He's just trying to control the feminine. He's just trying to put his foot down and say, like, you know what, either you listen to me, you do what I tell you to do, or else I'm leaving. And he will leave, okay? But at this point in time, because the feminine's inner work is not that strong, and there are some other things, as I said, in therapy, we work on these problems, like karmic problems are there, narcissistic abuse is there, trauma bonding is there. They cannot just let go of those things, those habits, or those beliefs and ideologies, especially when they have a fear that someone they love is not going to love them back, because their whole childhood has been like that, all about people pleasing, all about pleasing the adults around them. Whatever the adults say, they have to do that. And they are scared because they are given neglect and ignorance, not like the good kind of ignorance, like ignoring them. They were ignored so badly, so miserably, because the adults only wanted to show them that, hey, if you're not going to do what I'm going to tell you to do, then you're not a good child, and I'm not going to be attentive to you. So this becomes a habit pattern. And even when I'm telling this to a lot of people, it is so difficult for them to let it go. A lot of intelligent people whose feminine energy is strong, or they are extremely aware, they also cannot let go, because these are the things that are fixed, or they are stuck in your DNA system. They need to be removed, taken out from your DNA forever, and they need to be thrown into the junk DNA, and then the junk DNA also needs to be thrown out. So feminine has to work, but she is not going to work. When I say feminine, I don't mean necessarily it's a man or a woman, okay? And I'm just clarifying that because I know that there are a lot of men who have strong feminine energy, and let me tell you, we all usually work on feminine energy only, because feminine energy is the creative force. This planet is a feminine planet. The cosmic reality is a feminine reality. And Shakti, the energy, comes from the feminine. But because feminine also is a very advanced concept, they both work together. When they come into singular energy, so after union, the final stage is singularity. During union stage also, when the energy is blending in, sometimes something is stuck in the past. In harmonization we see it, during surrender we see it, illumination we see it. There are various stages where we see all these things happen to a person. So they are also trying very hard to release these problems, but they cannot. And that's why a big push is needed. This big push is needed so that the feminine gets into serious inner work. Okay? When we say serious inner work, it is a proper practice. It cannot be done just like that. So the discard or the rejection or the running away or the final betrayal, when they receive the final betrayal, the feminines, that's the time they feel like, this is not what I deserve. This is not the life I deserve. And I need to be on my own. And if the masculine thinks that whatever I am doing, the way I am living is wrong, then that's the problem of the masculine. That's a personal issue, or they've probably taken it too personally. Now is the time when the feminine will realize her true power and true potential, and without the presence of the masculine, like I'm talking about the physical manifested masculine, the feminine will work on itself and create that missing masculine energy, or the long lost masculine energy, or the distorted masculine energy would soon turn into divine masculine energy. So as for the channeling, I am being shown that there are these people who are struggling with this issue, with this problem so badly. But the feminine rises up. And that's also ascension. Here I am being shown purposely the masculine, the person who carries the masculine energy which is in distorted form, purposely this person is constantly making the feminine feel embarrassed of the energy they carry, especially the spiritual lifestyle, spirituality, especially all of the inner work they are doing. It's all connected. So they get triggered by it, they get irritated by it, they feel, what the hell is this, I cannot do this. Because they cannot do this, they don't want the feminine also to not do this, and eventually they want the feminine to give up and come begging to them and say, oh, you know what, I made a mistake, you were right, you were so damn right, yes, I want to be like you. But that's not the right way to go. So the feminine is not going to do that, and the feminine will definitely follow the correct path, the right path. See, we are not saying the masculine is a bad person. We are not saying the one who's carrying the distorted masculine energy, which will eventually turn into divine masculine energy, is a horrible person. It's just that they are programmed that way. It's just that they don't know the right way. So it cannot happen in one single day. It needs time, okay? Time is a very important factor in the ascension journey. So I wish you all good luck, because this is very important for you to do, because you resonate with this work, because you resonate with this energy, and you are sincerely doing it. Otherwise, you won't be attracted to this type of content. So you need to know that you are doing the right thing. And do it via research as much as you can, so that you yourself find the correct path. And then if you need hand holding, God will create it for you, or God will give it to you on your path. Alright, so on this note, I'm going to sign out from this session. Thank you so much for being here with me. One love and peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.